Can we watch that grilling episode of Power and Politics with Vassy and Jagmeet Singh? I threw it in the show notes because it was so good.
Your impression now is that the Prime Minister is essentially okay with a level of foreign interference occurring in this country. That's a pretty serious thing to say. At the same time, you have endorsed his government. You're keeping Mr. Trudeau in power as Prime Minister. Doesn't that make you complicit?
Not at all. And I want to make this point really clear. I'm worried about foreign interference in an election. I don't want to cause an election to address foreign interference. What I want to do is use my power in a minority government to get answers. I can be very clear. When I was critical of Justin Trudeau, I was equally critical of Pierre Poilievre. I can say with great confidence that neither one, if there was a majority government under Justin Trudeau or a majority government under Pierre Poilievre, neither of them would have allowed for a public inquiry.
I would agree with that.
Both of them have shown behavior where they put the interests of their own party ahead of the country. And there are certain incidents that should absolutely call in anyone who cares about our country to put our country first. And that's why I was very critical of Pierre Poilievre for not even wanting to know what's in there when clearly there's allegations of foreign interference directly related to the Conservative leadership races, touching his party directly, and he doesn't want to know. And that Justin Trudeau did know. And the example I gave was Mr. Dong, which is publicly available, and that's why I can use that example, is that with Mr. Dong, it was clear that he was briefed, given information about foreign interference from intelligence officers and intelligence officials, and accepted a certain level of interference because he didn't say that we're going to remove the candidacy of Mr. Dong. What I want to point out to Canadians as leader, we vet candidates. If someone has done an egregious tweet or post, they are sometimes vetted out. That means they cannot run.
But this isn't just like a candidate with a bad
foreign
record.
Interference.
This is such a serious allegation. Like, you've spent the past 2 days talking about how seriously you are taking it versus other leaders. But you have to see from the vantage point of Canadians how I get what you're saying. Forcing an election right now, maybe not the best avenue. But your agreement doesn't have to remain as a formality. Just because you break out of that agreement and stop your clear endorsement of the government doesn't mean that you have to cause an election. You can still vote with them on certain matters of confidence. But you appear unwilling to do anything to change that agreement, even when you accuse the Prime Minister, whom you're keeping in power, of being okay with a level of foreign interference in our own country's political system.
Yeah. Renewed hostilities, baby. Yeah, I'm here for that.
I know. And I love how she says, like, you're the reason why this government is getting away with this. And he just stands there blankly for a second, like, think, Jagmeet, think. And he's like, I have forced the government to do things. And also Pierre Poilievre's bad. And did I mention that Pierre Poilievre is bad? And also, it's not good, but I am supporting Canadians. And it's just like that kind of just BS, right?
Yeah.
And the best part of it is she doesn't let it go. She's like, nope, we're right back in there. And something that she says that she's like, I don't know if forcing an election right now is the best idea. And that took me for a second because I kind of paused. I was like, why? And I thought about that for a second. I was like, if we don't know who the corrupt individuals in this government are, and then we go to an election, we could potentially just elect those corrupt people right back into power again.
Yeah.
So I kind of agree with that. As much like I wholeheartedly want an election like tomorrow, but at the same time, if we don't have the proper systems in place to make sure that our elections are fair and just and actually represent the will of the people, then we've got a sham election.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, crap. Well, what needs to happen first in order to protect our elections so that we can then have one? Because we need one.
First thing first is don't have that bill go through that NDP and Liberal trying to push through with like the change election processes.
Yes.
Don't allow that to go through. Second, release the names. Pretty simple. Let's get it done now, please.
Ta-da.
Boom.
And maybe, adjust Michael Barrett's bill there so that folks can be also charged or thrown in jail if they are lying to the House of Commons.
Please. We want to see all of it. That was electric, wasn't it? Well, we enjoyed it. Hope you did too. If you did, you can check this video out here to the top right corner right near my window. Get over. There it is. There it is right there. And if you liked that, you can also check this one right here. We love you. Have a good one. Peace out.